Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach.
I'm Mac.
And today we're looking back at our Shelf of Shame picks of last year. So it's been about a year anyway since we went through and we each made a list of 10 games we were hoping to get off of our Shelf of Opportunity, Shelf of Shame, whatever you want to call it. Games we hadn't necessarily played before. Trying to get them to the table over the course of the year. And I would say we kind of, I don't know, I don't think we really focus on this too much. Like, I don't think we actually wrote it. We didn't really write it down anywhere as to which ones we were trying to hit.
We shot the video, and then I promptly forgot every single every single hope and dream I had for the year.
Yes, and we will talk about the ones that were on the list, but if you want to actually go back and watch the video, we'll link it below so you can see what we picked, what our thoughts were at the time. But yeah, otherwise we'll just go through them, and we'll let you know if we played them or if they're still to be played. Overall, we ended up, I think we had some crossovers, so we had 18 total games, and we actually played 10, could say 11 of them. So we didn't do awful, but I mean, considering that was our only real thing we did last year as a goal,
well, we
pretty
probably
bad.
should have written them down and then like put them up as a reminder, because
so I mean, for not actually having anything written down and always kind of having an influx of new games and going back to old games, I think that's not too awful.
Yeah.
Could be better. But yeah, we'll go right off the top. I'll just say kind of the ones that I had alone, I think. Imperium Legends. I did not get that one played. That one I think I'm probably going to end up playing at some point solo. And I just...
Why?
I think it plays best solo.
Oh, okay.
I think you can play it 2 players. I think it's just on the kind of heavier side. So I think that's really been the part that's kept me.
I see.
Kept holding me back.
You should have a lot of time now. So.
I should have a lot of time to do that. But we actually have another challenge, so go check out that video.
Yes.
We'll link that below as well for 2024.
That is on the wall, so we might actually
Yes, we have that on the wall, so we're going to try that. It's not quite the same as this, but you can go check that out.
There's still shame.
But yeah, I'm hoping to get that played at some point, hopefully.
Nice.
Sooner than later.
All right.
But then we have Boonlake on this list, and actually, we just actually played that in 2024, early 24. So it kind of counts. We played it before we shot this, so we did get that one played. And one of us enjoyed it, one of us did not as much. So, then I had Spirit Island on the list, and that one was the other one of mine that did not get played. So that's just another. I think that both the 2 that were on my list that didn't get played were just kind of on the it's gonna take some effort to play them. And this one's a cooperative game, so that part is at least good. So when we do eventually play it, it's not like we're facing off against each other. We're helping each other, so it makes sense to kind of have maybe more table talk in that manner, so that's going to be good for that. And then I had Bitoku, which we did end up playing. Yep. We played that once. So out of the ones we played once. And that one I think we played in the summer, so yeah, it's been a while. I would say it was good, but I don't know that it did anything that obviously made us want to go back to it immediately. So we'll see if that one stays on the shelf or not, but yeah.
It was middling.
And then I had Anno 1800, and that one actually played
3 times?
Was it 2 times or 3 times?
Played it with me, played it with Zach and Carson. Did you play it with Taylor? No.
No, I don't think so.
I felt like you played it one more time.
Yeah, that's where I'm not sure if I did play it a 3rd time. But I know we played it twice for sure, if not 3 times. And I really, really like this one. This was probably my favorite on the list that we did play. And yeah, I had a blast with it. It was exactly what I was expecting it to be. And yeah, I'm just hoping to play that one even more.
I played it once. I thought it was good, fine for a year. For me, approachable for a Euro game.
Yeah. Same guy that does Brass Birmingham, the #1 game of all time as we're filming this anyway. So, but they are very different.
They are very different.
And then I had Ankh, Gods of Egypt, which I played with Jesse, so you did not play that one. But we had quite a blast. This was the other one that I wish we had gotten back to. I think it probably will play best at 2 players. We didn't really look at the merge rule, so there's that merge rule that a lot of people talk about not loving. So we weren't really wanting to do that, if possible, with our first game of it to make it a little more exciting, and I thought it played out pretty well. And then we had Gutenberg, which we also played a couple times.
Yep.
And I think I probably enjoyed this one the most again. And this one was actually pretty simple. Like, once you got it set up, it was very easy to see what was happening.
Yeah,
and
it's not heavy.
Probably the most approachable of kind of these Euro games that I had on my list. It was a lot more approachable than I thought it was going to be.
That's true. It probably is the most approachable.
So, I like that one quite a bit. That one's staying on a shelf as well. And then Ultimate Railroads, we did play
Russian Railroad?
We played the Russian Railroads game in there, and yeah, I had played it once previously on Board Game Arena, but that had been quite a while ago, so I still counted it. I had never played the one on our shelf, so I like that one as well. Worker placement, I always like worker placement, and then kind of the movement of tracks is an interesting thing that feels different from a lot of other games, I think. You were meh on it.
It's
heavier
crunchy.
Euro games aren't your style.
It's crunchy. It's one of those games where I just play because I know you want to play it. It's not one that I go into expecting to be
not like,
an expert.
Ultimate Railroads.
I mean, I think it's a lot of points. It's a big point guy. Like, I think
it is a lot of
somebody
points.
was at like 400 points or something, weren't
I
they?
think Taylor got
some
to
threshold?
300 or 400 points.
I mean, I was just sitting down there with like 200. I mean, which is, it doesn't sound bad, but it's like half of the winning score.
I think it depends if you tend to like those kind of games or not.
Yeah.
Like the other game I think of with that is Whistle Mountain, and you get a ton of points in that one too. And I really love that. Some people don't seem to love that as much. I don't know why you don't love points.
I don't. It's
me and Jesse love it.
In order to get there, it's not like 1 or 2 things though. It's like 9 different actions that you have to simultaneously take with only 4 guys. That's what it feels like.
Whistle Mountain?
I don't remember. I played that one time.
Yeah.
But I just meant
Ultimate Railroads. There's or Russian Railroads.
Yep.
So so
good job.
I actually got a lot more played than I thought.
You must have remembered your list.
I must have. So lucky guy I am. And then how do we do on your list, Maggie?
Kind of middling. So Red Cathedral was on my list. I did not get that played. I think that there was an opportunity for us to play it. Like, one night we were going, should we play this game or this game? And we didn't end up choosing Red Cathedral. Like I said, I forgot we made this list, so I probably should have made a more conscious effort.
I think if we were trying to complete this list, that would have been one that would have been easy to complete.
Yeah. So that's still on the shelf of shame. Chronicles of Crime was on it, and I did play that one time. And we played it with my sister, who really liked it. So I have a feeling that, we'll probably end up giving her the game, or she'll be the one who will be prompting us to play that. So
I liked it. I like it. I think I was kind of middle tier on it because So, Red Cathedral I have played before, and Chronicles of Crime I had played before as well.
Yeah.
They were just new to you, and...
Wow.
Well, I'm just saying. I had gotten it before, or played them before, and I feel like the first time I played Chronicles of Crime, I was kind of like, on it. But then going back to it, I liked it more, so I don't know. Maybe it'll just be me and your sister playing. I don't know. We'll find out.
Maybe I'll play again. Murano was on the list.
Speaking of another one.
Because you really liked it.
Yes. And I still loved it. It made me like it even more playing it again. And I was really, really disappointed that you didn't like it.
It was fine.
Inca and Marcus Brand.
I don't know. It was fine.
Yeah.
The King's Dilemma.
Go play Murano.
I put that on the list hoping to do another campaign game, and then we kind of got swept up in a different campaign game. That's kind of more towards the end of the year, though, so I'm not really sure what happened up until, like, August.
We had a lot of unmatched play, and then, I don't know, at the beginning of the year.
What did we do for the first 8 months? I don't know.
We didn't really do much.
Okay.
I don't know what happened
Whoops.
with those first 8 months. But yeah, and then Jesse and Abby and I were also playing Mechs versus Minions, so it wasn't... I mean, we're kind of focusing on 2 other ones. It just happened to not be that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Endless Winter, we did not get to the table, which I'm kind of surprised about because I don't think you pulled this out since you first played it.
I have not.
And that was not me that you played it with. So
No.
You can't blame me for not wanting to bring it to the table.
I don't know. It was just the first play, and like some of the kind of medium weight Euro games, it was one where I felt like I did almost everything.
Oh, really?
And that was the first play, and it just made me like,
shoot.
I don't know. But I want to go back to it. I know I liked it. It just, I wasn't sure if it was going to feel like, oh, I clear my board every time, or if it just happened to be that play.
Maybe if you weren't so good.
Because I played with Jesse, and he did too.
Oh.
So.
Good. So when I don't know, I feel really good about myself.
No, Jesse didn't. He wasn't even close. So I whooped his butt.
I'm sure. So that's still on the shelf of shame.
Yeah. We need to play that one.
Yeah, we do. Welcome to the Moon. So I think we did 2 rounds of this campaign.
Maybe we did 1.
Did we only do 1?
I think so.
Okay. See, I thought we played 2. So I kind of played it, but I think we're going to restart it, and you'll have to check out a different video to find out why we would do that. Corinth, we did get played multiple times, and I did really like that game. It's kind of just a simple roll and write. Nothing too flashy and shiny about it.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Grand Austria Hotel or Pulsar 2849 mechanism where you roll all these dice and then stack them in rows, and they do certain things on your sheet.
Yeah, there's just one part about it that I don't super love, and that's that the movement piece. Yeah. It's fine. We played New York Zoo quite a bit, actually, because we actually featured it.
Might be the most played out of all of these.
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Because New York Zoo was actually featured in our board game tournament that we do for our friends and family.
It's around the world, so
yes,
got to include New York.
Yes. It's very cute. It's very fun. It's pretty simple and snappy and
Uwe.
There you go. So yeah, that probably is the one we've got played the most. Yep, easily. And then Orichalcum, or Orichalcum, however you say it. We did get played, I think, once, me and you, or twice, and then I played twice with Jesse because I was like, we haven't touched this since the first playthrough, and Jesse was nice enough to play it with me, and I really liked it. It was so much fun. I feel like that's a game we could easily get to the table more often, but it is probably on the lighter side, so it's just different than our typical things.
Yeah,
I like that.
I think unfortunately it was like middle of the road for me. That's why I haven't wanted to get back to it as much, but I should try it again. I tend to like Bruno's games, and there's just something about it.
Did you like Ishtar or did you like Orichalcum better?
Ooh, yeah, both of them kind of felt like the same to me, like that middle.
Oh, really?
Middle tier.
See, I didn't really like Ishtar at all.
Oh, okay.
And I liked Orichalcum a lot better.
Okay.
But that's interesting that they were both middling. I thought you liked Ishtar much better because I think we played them around the same time.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I played them, so.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I did like Ishtar a little bit better, but.
So Orichalcum we did get played. Turned out to be probably one of my more liked games out of this list that we did. And then the last one is Project L, and we've had this game on our shelf for so long. It's supposedly very easy. It's polyomino, and for some reason it just hasn't gotten off the shelf yet. So I really don't know why, but usually if we're playing a game, we typically are playing a lot of heavy games, or we're learning some of these games. I felt like last year was not a year where we played favorites. Like, I don't think you barely touched Tapestry. I think I got Obsession out a few times. Red Rising just a few times. Cartographers maybe a few times. So I felt like last year was kind of a heavy game set. But and when we did pull an easier one, it was one we knew. So, or at least that I knew, because I was probably the one pulling it. So.
Yeah, that's fair. And like we said, I think if we had these written down, Project L would have easily been knocked off too, and Red Cathedral, and probably Welcome to the Moon. I don't think that one's going to be too difficult.
No.
I think Endless Winter. I think the reason why I didn't get back to that is that at that point then it had been so long. Like the couple times I had thought about it, I'm like, I'm gonna have to relearn all the stuff, and that is the one difficult thing about some of them, and could be the case for a lot of the ones that were on my list specifically. Like I said, I don't think Gutenberg will have that problem. That one seems like it should be pretty easy to remember every time, but kind of like a Bitoku, Boonlake, I think if leave those long enough, even maybe Ankh, it's going to be difficult to get back to them and remember exactly how they're played. So, but that is kind of a recap of our list. Are there any games on your shelf of opportunity that you're hoping to play in 2024, or any that, or how many did you get off your shelf of opportunity in 2023? Let us know in the comments below.
We might have added more than we took off.
We may have. I don't know. I don't know, but yes. Check out our new challenge. It'll be a 5x20, so it'll be 20 games, 5 times each. Yes. So
I have a feeling I'm going to like this much better than the 10x10.
We'll have to find out.
Yeah.
There are some on there that I don't know that.
I'm committed to it this time.
I know you're committed. You were committed to it the first time.
Not as much.
Because of the ones that were on there.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see when December rolls around and we've got 4 or 5 games of Brass Birmingham to play. We'll find out.
We've been learning a heavy game every weekend.
So far in January.
3 weekends of the new year.
Which has been good.
There's no time for Brass Birmingham.
Oh, we're going to get to Brass Birmingham. And we're going to play it right this time. The one time I got to play it most recently, we were not playing some of the pieces right until about halfway through the game.
I'm going to have to be retaught the entire game.
Yeah. If you've made it this far and you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to see more. But otherwise, we hope to see you on our other videos. And as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content.